Greetings to everyone, it's me Thales. This is my channel about English language. I cover many topics ranging from basic to advanced, and currently I have 4 different playlists. 2 basic level and the other 2 intermediate advanced levels. Basic levels and the basic videos, which are highlighted. Every video begins with an expression such as basic vocab, basic grammar. So pay attention. Basic videos have explanations in Portuguese and they are aimed at beginners, whereas intermediate, advanced, and advanced idioms vocab are for advanced students who already know how to write, how to speak, or at least they have a good range, a good vocabulary range, and they can understand the spoken English. Why is that? Because I speak in English only in my videos. Before we begin, subscribe to the channel, share the content with your friends. I record videos every now and then, but almost every day, and I have more than 500 videos already available for you to watch. All the content recorded here is for free, so you can find a whole grammar English course and an intermediate advanced grammar course as well. Let's get into it. Let's start with today's topic. The last video we studied vocabulary, the English grammar, by the way. We talked about word order, but today we will start studying the words still, yet, and already. When still is used, right? When I say, for example, when I went to bed, she was still studying. So it still gives an idea of continuity, right? Something that is still happening is an action that hasn't stopped. The action hasn't stopped, or the situation hasn't changed. Okay? When we have the verb to be, still is used after the verb to be. We have more examples. It was noon and he was still in bed. Okay, it was noon, it was lunchtime, and he overslept, and I'm saying that he was still in bed. He wasn't supposed to be in bed, but he overslept. He didn't use an alarm clock, or he didn't set an alarm to wake him up, so he was still in bed. Okay, so it's an adverb, right? Do you still want to come with me? For example, you want to go to somewhere to eat at a fancy restaurant, or maybe you want to go to a show or to a concert, to watch the movies. Anyway, doesn't matter. You want to go, but it started raining very hard, and I'm asking, do you still want to come with me? Because it's raining, it's pouring actually, and maybe not even an umbrella will be able to hold the rain, right? It's raining very hard. Do you still want to come with me? So when I ask questions, here I'm asking questions using the present tense, and then you answer me, I still want to go with you. We studied some lessons ago or in a video about adverbs in which we talked about the word order. I explained that when you have the verb to be, the adverb comes after. She was still studying. I am always sleeping, for example. So the adverb comes after the verb to be. But when you have the main verb, right here, it still comes before this main verb. I still want to come with you, okay? But it's like I said, in general, it still comes in the middle of the sentence, and depending on the verb, it's coming, but in general, after verb to be, or before verb to be, or after the verb to be. After the verb to be, you use still, and when you have the main verb, like here, you have to use before. Now let's understand something like, I'm sure you have heard expressions such as anymore, any longer. Okay, when you use anymore or any longer, or no longer, you can also use, here I'm using a negative word, no longer, any longer, or anymore. You can use anymore together, right, joining the two words, or separately. I have seen both possibilities in English grammar, so you do as you want, okay? I don't want to go there anymore. Okay? Here I'm saying I still want to go with you. Okay, you want to come with me? So let's go. Here I'm saying I don't want to go there anymore. So the situation has changed. Before, I wanted to go there, but then after I changed my mind and I'm saying I don't want to go there anymore. When a situation changes, you use anymore, any longer, no longer, okay? And anymore, any longer, they come in the end of the sentence, right? I will give you an example of any longer. We used to be friends, but we aren't anymore. Okay, we used to be friends, we had a terrible argument, or something he did or she didn't please me, and then I decided not to be his or her friend anymore. So we used to be friends, in the past we were friends, but we aren't anymore. I'm signaling here that the situation has changed, okay? So I'm using anymore, or I can use any longer, sorry. Right? They are interchangeable. You can use any more or any longer in the end of the sentence, right? And now you will see an example with no longer. When I'm saying we aren't friends anymore, I can say we are no longer friends. This sentence has the same meaning of saying we aren't friends anymore. Another example, she no longer lives here. Or she no longer works there. When I say we are no longer comes after the verb to be. When I use a main verb such as live or work, main verb is a verb that requires auxiliary verbs to make questions. For example, do you live here? Does she work here? Okay, so she no longer lives here. Or I could say, she doesn't live here anymore. Or any longer. When you use no longer, the verb comes in the affirmative, okay? We studied in some videos ago that when you have a negative word such as no in the middle of the sentence, the whole meaning of the sentence is in negative. So you aren't allowed to use we aren't no longer. No, it's wrong. You have to put the verb in affirmative. We are no longer friends. But when I use the verb in the negative, I'm employing here an auxiliary verb to make the verb to help make the negative sentence. She doesn't live here anymore or any longer. As I explained, anymore and any longer come in the end of the sentence, okay? Bob still lives here, but Sally doesn't live here any longer. So here you can see the difference. You can compare the situations, right? Any longer or anymore. Bob still lives here. It still comes before the main verb. But Sally doesn't live here any longer or anymore. Okay? But Sally no longer lives here. And then no longer comes in the middle of the sentence. Okay? Sally no longer lives here. So when you use no longer, remember the verb comes in affirmative, okay? Well, next video we will start seeing some differences, but studying other adverbs such as yet, and we will still study the adverb still, all right? I hope you enjoyed today's video. See you next time.